Welcome to yet another episode of The Social Connection. It's your program about social media news, the trends you talked about, the videos you shared, and what new changes the social media companies offered for its users. My name is Venkatraman, and with me is Preeti Tiwari.
Thank you, Venkat. Welcome everyone. In this edition, we'll take you through the top trends, latest news and everything that kept the social media platform busy. But first up, let's take a look at what we have in store for you in this edition. Organizers of largest tech conference in Europe hold first event in Asia. Delegates from 72 countries attended the event.
Microsoft launched its much-awaited Windows 10 operating system on 29th of July. One of Europe's largest tech meetups, Web Summit, launches Rise, its first conference in Asia. The event attracted over 5,000 people from 72 countries, including 300 investors. We bring you more in this report. Over 500 startup companies congregated in Hong Kong on Friday to attend Rise, the first conference in Asia, organized by Web Summit, one of the largest tech summits in Europe. Organizers estimated that event attracted over 5,000 people from 72 countries, including 300 investors. One of the companies attending the summit is the world's biggest drone maker, China-based DJI. DJI, whose best-selling Phantom 2 Vision Plus drone retails for around $1,200 in the United States, estimates that it already has about 70% of the commercial market worldwide and a larger portion of the consumer market. The company, headquartered in Shenzhen, announced in May that it secured a $75 million investment from Axel Partners, a venture capital firm that was an early backer of internet pioneers such as Facebook, Etsy and Dropbox. On Friday, DJI showed off two of its drone's latest capabilities. In the first demonstration, a staff member controlled the camera movements on the high-end Inspire 1 drone using a pair of virtual reality goggles. The drone's camera moved as he turned his head. DJI also demonstrated its new drone Mattress 100, which is equipped with a guidance system of ultrasonic sensors and cameras help it avoid obstacles. The Chinese company's head of communications, Michael Perry, said its success would change people's perception of innovation in Asia.
We're the first Chinese company to create a completely new market that never existed before. We're one of the few Chinese companies to go abroad first by focusing on the US and Europe markets before starting to focus on Asia. And I think that sort of development story, that success story, starts changing the way that people think about innovation in Asia. That there is huge innovative potential. You have a huge talent base of engineers, and you also have manufacturing capabilities right here. And that allows people to iterate a lot faster and come up with really unique and novel solutions.
The sentiment is echoed by Rise's organizer and founder of Web Summit, Paddy Cosgrave. Cosgrave said he decided to launch the event in Asia because the number of Asian startups who attend the Web Summit in Dublin had grown exponentially over the years. He added more and more tech companies with valuations of $1 billion or more, or unicorns, are coming from Asia.
5 years ago, there was only talk of one place in the world, and that was Silicon Valley, and that was producing Facebook and Twitter. But 5 years later, look at what's changed. You've got companies like Xiaomi, DJI. They didn't exist 4 years ago, and now they're taking on the world. There were 9 unicorns in Asia created in the last quarter alone. The world has shifted. It's no longer about Silicon Valley, and Asia's playing a massive part in the future.
Compass, a company that compiles an annual global startup ecosystem ranking, released its latest report on Monday, listing Silicon Valley, New York City and Los Angeles as the top 3 startup hubs in the world. Singapore is its top-ranked Asian city at number 10, but many major Asian cities, including those in China, Japan, Taiwan and South Korea, were omitted from the research due to language barriers, according to Compass. Rise says its attendance top 5 countries of origin are China, Singapore, India, United States and the Philippines.
Microsoft's brand new Windows 10 operating system is now running on millions of computers and tablets around the world. The operating system is being launched to current Windows 7 and Windows 8 users in phases, so the number of devices now running Windows 10 will rise steadily in the coming days as more users get access to the platform. Take a look.
Microsoft launched its much-awaited Windows 10 operating system on Wednesday. Windows 10, which comes almost 3 years after the launch of the company's last operating system, will be available in 190 countries as a free upgrade for users of Windows 7, Windows 8.1 and Windows Phone 8.1. The immediate revenue hit from the free strategy is unlikely to be large, as Microsoft gets no more than USD 500 million for its USD 20 billion or so annual Windows revenue from upgrades. The vast majority of Windows revenue comes from hardware makers installing it on new PCs and businesses paying for multi-layer licenses. Chief Financial Officer Amy Hood said last week that Microsoft was looking to generate additional revenue by building search and gaming capabilities into Windows 10 interface. Microsoft, which unveiled Windows 10 in September, skipped Windows 9 altogether to put some distance between the new system and Windows 8, which confused many users by ditching the Start button menu and introducing a new layout. Windows 10 brings back the Start button, which may help the company appease users who were unimpressed by Windows 8. It also comes equipped with Microsoft's new browser, Edge. Patrick Moorhead, President and Principal Analyst at Moore Insight and Strategy, sampled Windows 10 and said Microsoft will have to do more to compete with Apple and Google. Microsoft said it was aiming to have 1 billion devices running Windows 10 in 2 to 3 years.
Well, it's time for us to take a short commercial break, but we have lots of interesting stories on the other side. So stay tuned and keep watching DD News.
Welcome back. You must be familiar with the top trending topics of the week, but here's a quick wrap of the top trends that rule social media platforms. Hiroshima and Nagasaki mark 70 years since atomic bomb with a call for an end to nuclear weapons. Thousands gather at Nagasaki's Peace Park on Sunday to commemorate one of the most painful days in Japan's history. At 11:02 a.m. on August 9, 1945, 3 days after the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, the United States dropped the atomic bomb nicknamed Fat Man on the industrial port city of Nagasaki. The bomb blasted about 300 meters above the ground and totally destroyed an area of about 1.6 kilometers in radius from the hypocenter. The fierce blast wind and heat rays that reached several thousand degrees swiped the city, flattening and damaging buildings. More than 150,000 died in the attack and from the subsequent radiation sickness. Japan surrendered 6 days later, ending World War II. This remembrance was one of the trending topic on various social media sites. An online critic of religious extremism was killed in Bangladesh this week, the fourth such killing of a blogger this year. Niloy Chatterjee, who advocated secularism, was killed in his flat in the capital Dhaka. Chatterjee, who used the pen name Niloy Neil, was a critic of religious extremism that led to bombings in mosques and the killings of civilians. Chatterjee was also one of the 100 bloggers driving a movement demanding the death penalty for Islamist leaders accused of atrocities in Bangladesh's 1971 War of Independence. In a statement, Amnesty International said that Bangladeshi authorities must send a strong message that killings aimed at silencing dissenting voices are despicable and will not be tolerated. Mysore or Mysuru has topped the Swachh Bharat ranking among 476 cities in the country, while Bengaluru leads the list of capitals at 7th rank. The top 10 ranked cities are Mysuru, Tiruchirappalli, Navi Mumbai, Kochi, Hassan, Mandya and Bengaluru from Karnataka, Thiruvananthapuram, Halisar in West Bengal and Gangtok. Among urban local bodies in the national capital, Delhi Cantonment was ranked 15th in the list and New Delhi Municipal Corporation 16th, while Municipal Corporation of Delhi was at 398th position. West Bengal has done well in the rankings with 25 cities or towns finding a place in the top 100. These rankings are based on the extent of open defecation and solid waste management practices, according to a government release. Among the bottom 100 cities, 74 are from north, 21 from east, 3 from west and 2 from south. Friendship Day was celebrated this week. On this day, people spend time with their friends and express love for them. Exchange of friendship bands on this occasion have always been popular custom. Be it friendship SMS via the mobile phones or friendship messages, scraps, friendship codes, friendship greetings on social networking sites, on the internet, everything is gaining in popularity. This made Happy Friendship Day one of the top trending topic of the week. South Indian International Movie Awards celebrated its 4th consecutive year this week. SIMA brings together the best of the Telugu, Tamil, Kannada and Malayalam film industries and the increasing impact they are making internationally. The 2-day extravaganza took place in Dubai. In the Tamil category, the big winners include Kathathi, which won Best Film. The multi-talented actor Dhanush took the Best Actor Male Award for Vellai Ila Patathari. The actor also won the Pride of South Indian Cinema Award.
An Australian university team has been crowned Robo World Cup champions at the 19th Robo Cup Games in China after their team of automatons battled its way to glory on the football field. The world's largest robo-focused competition saw 300 teams from 47 countries. Have a look at this.
An Australian team was crowned Robo World Cup champions at the 19th Robo Cup Games in China on Wednesday, winning a competition that saw teams from around the world battle it out on the football field using the latest in programming technology. Now in its 19th year, the competition saw more than 300 teams from 47 countries participate. For the main competition, the teams run their own programs on a standard 58 cm tall robo. Once the competition starts, the robos are on their own, with the teams not allowed to interfere with the programming.
Yeah, they tell everyone else where they are on the field and where the ball is, and then make decisions. So maybe one player will play goalkeeper, another player says, I'm closest to the ball, I'm going to kick it, and someone else says, oh, pass here, I'm standing here, and things like that. And they try and position around the fields and things like that. And then they share all that information. Everybody knows what everyone else is doing.
Harris reckoned the secret to his team's success was speed.
Everyone has the same robots. So it's all about how you program them and the intelligence. But we're fast. We have a really fast walk. And so we're fast to get to the ball first. And we can play in the direction we want to. And so it's really advantageous to us to be fast. And that's what wins us most of the games, is being fast.
In addition to the standard robos, competitions for medium-sized and humanoid robos were also run. Chinese broadcaster CCTV said that the aim of the competition is to encourage the development of robotics technology to a point at which a robo team can beat a human by the middle of the 21st century. Aside from football, the competition also showcases other developments in robotics such as search and rescue and uses in human society.
Well, don't go anywhere as we are heading for a short commercial breather. We have lots of interesting stories coming up. Stay tuned and keep watching DD News.
In Russia, a homeless man creating an online journal of his daily struggles on the streets of Moscow has become an internet buzz. The homeless man now hopes his newfound online fame could offer him a way off the streets. Have a look at this interesting report.
A homeless man creating an online journal of his daily struggles on the street of Moscow has become an internet hit in Russia. Zhenya Yakut, who started his video blog in late May, has already gone viral with over 38,300 subscribers to his YouTube channel and receiving over 1.1 million views. The self-proclaimed bum blogger says he wants to show viewers a side of Moscow life that they have not seen before. The series of videos uploaded to his online page vary from showing viewers how to travel for free in the Russian capital, find places where they can wash with hot water, and ways of making money by selling on items others have discarded in waste bins. Yakut says he moved to the Russian capital in the hope of finding a better life. But he soon found himself at loose ends in a difficult city with a high cost of living. Yakut was forced to live on the streets, and he says that he has over time learned to find ways of making his daily life easier. The homeless man now hopes his newfound online fame could offer him a way off the streets. He uploads at least one video per week to his channel and spends time responding back to online users who pose questions and request details about his life. Yakut says some people now recognize him on the streets, but that has not changed much.
People have started recognizing me more, asking to take a photograph with me. Otherwise, everything is as it used to be, the same. The street is my home.
Asked how his friends on the street were responding to his online popularity, Yakut said some didn't understand his goals.
Some watch me with envy, they say you'll be famous and so forth. Others say, what will I get out of this? When I ask them to appear on the TV show, what will I get out of this? They ask these questions. why necessarily get something? At least you show yourself to the country so that they see and realize you exist.
Yakut is not alone in bringing the project together. 24-year-old Muscovite Andrei, who goes by the online name Voodoo, was walking along a street in the capital one day when Yakut approached him for money. Andrei says that he refused to give Yakut money and instead offered to feed him. Over a meal at a cafe, the young man took an interest in Yakut's life story and offered to help start a project where more people would get access to him. Using a smartphone to record short clips, the pair walk around Moscow as Yakut discusses his life and gives viewers a window into his daily experiences. Yakut hopes to attract online advertisers through his videos, but his online profile also gives details of how fans can make financial contributions. Yakut tells news agency Reuters that his greatest aim is not to be famous, but rather to secure a quiet life away from the busy Moscow streets.
Well, it's time to see all the feedback that you sent in on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Well, that's the end of our show. Continue sending in your feedback, comments as you have been on ddnews.com @gmail.com, on our Twitter handle @ddnewslive, our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel.
Yes, but before we sign off, we leave you with an interesting video. See you again next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Lengua y dibujo. Profe de matemática. Problem, multiplicación.
Kita tuh pinagula amon. Itsokli amon. Upay pag-eskwela. When I see Ebola, I feel very sad. That is why I say I want to become a medical doctor.
Les cosas que gozo, a permitir de tener esa agua, ya dame respetable.
I do not think about my leg. I feel free.